Hey, what's up everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to Karpo Gaming and another Dune Awakening video. Today I found an amazing farm where you could get some really cool armor, but really what I'm after is the tapper. And this weapon is nice. Today I'm going to show you where you can get all of these amazing weapons and armor in this unique farm. You know what to do. Once again, thanks for watching everybody. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. Now, where we're at is a huge area as I do a nice little pan around. We actually need to go right into the middle. I know it's nighttime. We're going to be back quite a few times to get our farm on over here. We are Jabal Afrit Al Janub and we're headed to Cabrera Shadow. Now, as you can see, we got 2 intels that we can grab over there, which means this area is huge. It really is. Sorry for the map being reset. I mean, I can't do nothing about that storm. But if you make your way over here, right over here in the middle of this area, there's going to be an ID band, and then there's going to be a chest that we can loot. Every 45 minutes, we're going to come over here and loot this small little entrance way we could take all the way up, and then we're going to head over there to the middle. Here's the thing, all right? Disclaimer: there is a lot of dudes over here. How many? I don't know. It's that many. Legit. Maybe it's 30, maybe it's 20, maybe it's 40. I'm not sure. But I digress. But every blue moon, you can come in here and get a run just like this where there's no enemies. Why? Because there's a lot of people over here that will be farming. I ran into 2 other guys on my server over here, and we were shooting at each other because we thought each other was enemies. It turned out, nope, it was just guys over here farming. There's one other guy that's sitting back over here, right? So we kind of got lucky on this run. And oh yeah, by the way, these enemies, LMGs, throwing grenades, very elusive like that guy right there, dashing around and stuff like that. They're not easy kills, is what I'm saying. All right. Now there is a helicopter pad over here. You can land your helicopter, land right here, pick up the ID band, and then right underneath here will be the small little chest, like legit right underneath us. We just gotta go to it. Thankfully with us, there is a small little broken passageway that we can jump down inside. Now this is going to be super helpful, especially if there's a ton of enemies over here. Like I said, we're going to be showing you a few different run of these because I can't just show you, hey, here's the chest, come over here and loot it, because it's not going to work like that. It's a lot of enemies over here. But I'm showing you the most efficient way to run over here. And this is, of course, I'm doing this gingerly with no enemies over here, but here is the chest. And yeah, there's a ton of stuff that you can get over here, including this life scanner, which is not really what we want, you know. But we also have some other mats over here. You can get some random loot, some armor, some weapons in here as well. What I like to do is come down here right outside the gate, place down a beacon, because every 45 minutes, if reset, if you're logging out, you're doing something else, you come back into the game, boom, you're going to spawn in right here at the front. And here is my second run to see what we get. Now on this second run, we pretty much are going to do the same thing. But like I said, it's always some enemies over here. 9 times out of 10, it is. Right? There's always some enemies. And it's just about how many is over here. Once again, we're headed over here to the middle. That is the spot. So I want to just make sure you know exactly where you're going, because you could be coming in from a different location. It could look totally different, but it is right in the middle of this location. And there is a whole bunch of different buildings over here. So you can kind of easily get turned around like, is this a building? Is this a building? But remember, it's the tallest building, the highest building, and it's in the middle. Right? And if you're coming from the direction that I'm coming from, this is going to be the easiest route that you can take to get the loot. Now you can hit your suspension belt, boom, and just dash up right there if there are enemies, because trust me, that's the way to do it if there's enemies. And there's going to be enemies, just telling you, enemies running with knives behind you, with shields, LMGs, dudes shooting at you from afar, dudes shooting at you with automatic weapons, all of them. But there is a ton of loot around here. Not just that, there's a lot of different mats that you can use for crafting all around here. So this is a really good place to farm, right? So after you get your farm on, like I said, you can get a ton of different items from this chest, including some really cool armor and the tapper, which is an amazing weapon to give a little burn damage, you know. So let's do this. We're going to come back over here to this chest, Here is the second run. What do we get? You never know. All RNG. And voila, we got ourselves the Inkvine mask. A really cool, unique light armor that you can get. Picking this bad boy up like so. And yeah, you can also get some buggy parts over here. You can get some suspension belts over here. Once again, we're going in for the third run. Alright, now I'm just showing you this third run, but I've been back here plenty of times and got a lot of doubles on these schematics. So just saying, it's not just like, oh, it's the first run. I got it on the first, I got it on the second. I'm just showing you 3 different runs that I did over the forming session of many hours. All right, so let's do this. Once again, we're going to head right over there to the middle. And yeah, like I said, they are enemies over here. And what you're going to see is some enemies actually spawn in on me right at that 45-minute mark, which is kind of funny because you can see them instantly spawn in. Right? So a lot of times when I'm over here, like I said, it's a lot of enemies following me, running behind me, and well, there they go right there. And I use my suspension belt. There goes another enemies right there. So you can see that they start to spawn. I'm trying to tell you, there's a lot of dudes over here. You can use your nice little suspension, jump over here like so, and you can easily bypass a lot of those enemies. Right? There's going to be some LMG guys down there too that just haven't spawned in. There's a few guys that are up here at the top. You see one guy over there that's dead, so they haven't spawned in yet. So everything is on pretty much a timer. So yeah, we kind of got lucky right there, but you can see that enemies do spawn in, so you can just get jumped easily. Back over here to the chest, and voila, we got ourselves the Inkvine pants, which is nice. So boom, there you have it. That is how you are going to get your form on, my dude. You can come over here. You can get plenty of different items over here, including some random mats as well. Get your farm on, my dude. It is definitely worth it, including the tapper. The tapper is an amazing weapon that gives a little bit of burn damage as well. It took me quite a few times to come over here before I got this, so just keep that in mind. All right, I showed you how to get over here. I showed you the farming run that I do. Now get yourself a farm session going, and hopefully you get a little bit of lucky with the RNG and get yourself some good loot. But for right now, that's pretty much going to for the video. Hope you truly enjoyed it. Now, as always, if you're new to the channel, how you doing? Welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. Right here at Karpo Gaming, upload a wide variety of videos. So once again, thanks for watching, and as always, I'll be seeing y'all in the next one.